Hello, and welcome to PADNET Presents, a show featuring the creative individuals that come through the doors of our community center here in Long Beach, California. My name is Mason, and I'm an intern and member at PADNET. The segment you're about to watch is a collaborative project. PADNET members and staff brainstormed ideas to create a friendly debate about fun and lighthearted topics. Filming this was a unique experience, since it doubled as a learn-as-you-go environment. In fact, cast and crew were learning aspects of production just hours before they began filming. I personally wasn't on this particular production, but I had the opportunity to edit this episode. In fact, I heard they discussed so many topics that not everything made it into the original episode. So I'm happy to present to you all the remaining topics debated here in our studio. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to PADNET Presents. I'm your host, Andrew, and I will be hosting this here episode. We have a fun game plan. Before we get into it, let's introduce our participants here. So starting with the furthest from me.
Hi, I'm Isaiah Rojas.
Hey, Adam Papagan, great to be here.
Very cool, all right, thanks. So let's get into today's game that we're gonna be calling One or the Other. So it's really simple how it works. We're gonna present you with a topic on the screen here, and we're gonna talk about it. Overrated, overhyped, or is it underrated? Is it a little secret? Is there a better alternative, or is there nothing better than this thing? Just give your most biased, whatever opinion. Try not to get too heated, keep it peaceful. I will be here to moderate, move us along, and also participate. So, any questions?
No, I think I'm all right.
I would agree with that, is that there are not any
cool.
questions.
Yeah.
So thank you for answering
that's
that
our first one.
First
yeah.
topic,
No
great
questions.
job.
Yeah.
Excellent, all right, cool. Let's introduce our actual first topic.
Cool.
Right now. Let's talk about babies. Now, we're all guys, so this
I
isn't
can
really
take
a
it or
fight
leave
question,
them.
But honestly, I think they're cute sometimes. I think they're cute.
Hey, we were all babies once.
We all were.
It's part of the cycle of life.
I was
I don't
apparently a
think-
really annoying baby, as I've been told. Yeah, like, I don't know. I wasn't a good one, I guess. But, I don't know.
I was born with jaundice, so I mean, I think I was. They say I was like a little baby Hercules because I was born with like maybe like 1% like fat, which I mean I wish I was back to that like percentage. But they like put me in like little sunglasses and they had me like bathing in this like zinc like incubator, I guess. So it just looked like I was like a Hercules, I guess.
All right.
But apart from that, I mean, babies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
yeah, they're great.
Also,
the future.
Also cool, our next topic. Bam. How's that transition?
It's pretty good.
Food challenges. Have you, like, there's like a array of them, and I just...
Are we talking about the food challenges that make sense, or are we talking
I'm
talking about
the
cinnamon
you
challenge?
go to the restaurant and like you gotta order in advance. Like I want like the 3-pound burger.
See,
and
those
it's,
are fun. Those are fun. You're putting yourself in that situation.
Yeah,
right?
but like it just seems wasteful. Like, cause like if you're not like,
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it. Like any of them, period. Like I've seen like massive bowls of pho and like the massive, like 10-foot long sandwiches. Like, oh yeah, you another person like in an hour, no problem. Like.
And whether you finish it or not, you're gonna be hurt from doing it. You're gonna be too full. You're gonna be. Best case, you get it for free, but you
like you still ate all that. You're
you
not
still
gonna feel
ate
good
way
for, like,
more
the
food
next
than
day.
you wanted.
Yeah.
It's wasteful. And then this is sort of piggybacking on that, but competitive eating. I don't know what you guys thought about that.
Oh.
I've been to the gyoza eating contest,
Really?
and in Little Tokyo is disgusting.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Some like restaurant had like a guy ate like a bunch of chicken tenders recently, and like it was like I saw the before picture, and then the after picture, and it's so gross. He's like drenched in water because you have to like drink water.
Yeah, I think that's
like,
maybe the one thing I don't like about the competitive food eating is the fact that most of the like competitive meta or like the most like special thing to do is you just drink water with whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I've
Dunk-
seen like the
dunk
hot
'em,
dog.
yeah.
I've
Yeah,
seen hot
it's
dog
like-
dunking. I don't want that.
I like I want to eat the food, right? Like I don't know. I've never been like a gotta eat fast situation, but to eat fast and eat all that is just like I don't see the appeal.
It takes the pleasure out of eating.
Yeah.
And just turns it into this.
Like, oh, I did it. Like, cool. I got this medal that I ate like 100 hot dogs in like 2 minutes, but that's about it.
Yeah, I think it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's a waste of food.
Kind of shameful. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
And then there's the stupid ones, like the cinnamon challenge. I don't know if where
Those
you just
are-
get a spoonful of cinnamon and then try to eat it. I don't understand those.
Well, that's just like visual, like just like self-emulation, but like, you know, just online. I think it's kind of
That's what
fun.
half of those are. Like,
Yeah, but I don't know. The online's kind of fun because you're going into knowing you're like gonna do poorly.
well, yeah,
right?
it's
Like, that's, like,
trying
the
to drink
goal.
the gallon of milk challenge. I think that's one.
Oh.
It's just never gonna work.
Yeah, I don't know. Not my thing.
So
Really.
overrated.
Overrated for sure.
I think overrated.
All right, next topic, please. Urban or rural? How are we feeling? It's kind of a hard question because, like, well, for me, like, I lived in LA all my life, right? So,
Same.
like, it's kind of hard to be like, I want to go to that when I only really know that. But I don't know. I've lived in Omaha for a few years, which isn't rural, but it's still like leagues away from
From
LA.
urban, yeah. From LA.
Because like Omaha's like, oh, like let me go to Walmart. Let me go past like 17 cornfields, and like I'm there. But I don't know.
I mean, I'm an editor. Like, I play video games. Like, I don't know if I could do in like rural situation. I don't think I'd survive.
There's more access to things in an urban.
I guess
the city makes you
yeah.
free, you know.
Yeah, accessibility is nice. I think just period in general.
Yeah, and you're around higher people with our sensibilities.
Yeah,
I mean,
naturally.
like I think obviously I think like buildings versus farm, but then I also think like progressive values in the city and maybe more backwards looking things.
Yeah.
Well, that could just be a stereotype on my part.
Like you never know is the point. Like you feel like more comfortable among your own people, whatever, right?
Just like-minded
Individuals.
yeah.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, I feel like I'm more archaic in my thinking, but I mean, that's probably just me.
It does sound nice though to like live someplace where there's not traffic.
That is nice.
You
That
could like
does.
afford things.
True.
You just have like a little life and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know the rural.
I guess
I'd
like,
have to experience it
yeah,
more.
definitely.
Yeah.
All right, next topic. Theme parks, county fairs. I mean, we're pretty close to Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm, all those places, but what do we think about them, truly?
Okay. Disneyland is the best at what they do, but I like Universal Studios better. Now down here, you guys are closer to Disneyland.
Yeah.
But I'm up in LA. Universal, much closer. Much
There's a lot more
closer.
stuff.
Yeah.
And you can get it done in a day.
Yeah.
Also, Disneyland has all this weird, like, it's like very culty, like, you gotta dress a certain way, you gotta talk a certain way.
That's
you
always,
know?
like, it's gotten more towards that, like, that culty feeling sometimes. It's kind of concerning.
Yeah, whereas
Yeah.
Universal is just like, these are some movies that we've made. You know,
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
Disney is like this. They want to be like, it's this evil empire thing, but it is like the top entertainment experience.
Oh, yeah, like, it's really immersive going there. Like, just, it's so cool to be like, oh, wow. Like, it smells like a certain way, it looks a certain way.
it's impressive.
Right? It's really cool, like, just how, like, immersed you get into, like, the little...
all the thought that goes
Yeah,
into things.
like, it's very thoughtful, definitely.
I feel like I'm definitely out of loop in this one. I've never been to a county fair, and with theme parks, I just think they're a little overrated. It's a fun 1 or 2 time experience.
I'd agree.
I feel like you go once as a kid, you go once as an adult, you've gotten what you need out of it. I think that's good.
I used to have, like, an annual pass for Disney when I was younger,
Yeah.
and that was really cool. But now, like, the thought of going, like, every other weekend is just, like, I couldn't do it. That just seems like too much.
Yeah.
I had a for about a year or two a sign-in at Disneyland.
Ooh,
So I had a former
that's-
employee who could sign me in on certain days for free. And then it takes away the pressure of like, okay, I have to do a bunch of stuff to make it worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can just go on a couple things, eat lunch, and leave. And that makes it a lot more better. It's just the cost of it. It's getting harder and harder for me to justify.
It's just
the
getting more expensive.
expense.
Like, every year it gets more expensive. Like, I went this February, I think, and, like, that was, like, I made a whole day of it, right? There in the morning, I left when they closed. It was, like, a great experience, right? I couldn't do that again.
It's exhausting.
It's tiring, yeah.
And it's very expensive.
Very expensive.
Very, very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
County Fair, though. Love the LA County Fair. Go every year. You should check it out.
I've been, like, once when I was younger. I went to the OC Fair recently. That was all right, but...
I went to the OC Fair too this year.
Yeah.
I saw the Turtles.
Oh, cool.
Group from the 60s?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Except none of the members of the Turtles are still in it. It was these 2 guys, Flo and Eddie, were the 2 main members of the Turtles. Neither of them are in the Turtles anymore.
So we went from 4 Ninja Turtles to 2,
Yeah.
and none of them are the originals.
No.
Okay.
Not the Ninja Turtles.
the
The Turtles. Happy
okay.
Together?
Got
You know that
it.
song?
No. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now
I've covered that song before. It's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great
adaptation
Yeah.
is my favorite movie. Yeah.
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 Had it was like a boomer like nostalgia thing. So I had the Association, Gary Puckett in the Union Gap.
Yeah.
The Cowsills.
All that fun stuff.
Yeah, very, very boomery.
I have to go to the county fairs. I've never been, so I should.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do our next topic now. Binge watching, movie marathons. How do you feel about these things?
You know, it's kind of satisfying. I gotta admit, as just to kind of zone out and have something on while you're looking at your phone and you just kind of
Go through it.
Yeah.
You see, I think there's a culture behind the difference between binge watching and movie marathons.
Yeah.
There's a very big one, because when you're doing a movie marathon, you're not on your phone. You're like experiencing
That is true.
that whole thing. I know that, like, I remember watching the Harry Potter series as a marathon. I wouldn't recommend doing it again because that's 12 hours of movie.
Only 12?
I think so, yeah, because it's 8 movies, but it's like 2. Oh,
No, that
it's
has to be like a
16.
day or something.
Yeah, no, it's a full day. I know that, but like with a couple of breaks. But I was a fun experience. Again, wouldn't do it again.
I do the Lord of the Rings extended edition marathon once a year. Yeah, I've done it in theaters too. In theaters, it's really cool because you camp out a little bit. You bring snacks, they let you come in, right? It's really chill. But in person or like at home, it's not as fun. So I kind of like it, but like I don't know. I'm not a big marathon person. I don't like binge watching very much either. Like there's a satisfaction part of it for sure, but if I actually want to like watch the show, I don't want to binge watch it.
Huh.
Like, well, I know now they release shows a lot like online as just like here's the whole season, have fun.
Yeah.
You watch it, you talk about it for a week, you're done with it. Like you don't think about it again.
I will say there is a difference between shows that were made to be binge watched and shows that weren't. Because you
That's
can
true.
watch. Was it? I saw this like documentary on Lost. You can watch Lost, but you have to like watch an episode, wait a couple of days, and then watch it. Because if you watch multiple episodes in a row, you start thinking, why are we doing this? Like, what is? Because you didn't used to be able to binge watch.
That's true.
So
yeah.
you can get away with a lot more inconsistencies. So when you binge watch shows like that were made for like weekly, you start noticing a lot of empty holes.
I noticed that with Melrose Place.
Yeah.
I tried to get in that, and it was just like the first season's like 30 episodes.
Yeah.
And back when it was on, it was on once a week. Everybody was talking about it. It was like event TV.
Yeah.
But then it's just like Billy and Allison are not gonna break up. They're gonna get back together the next episode. I've seen them go back and forth now all day long.
And back in
Yeah.
the day, like it was a week, right? So you had that like, are they, aren't they? But now it's just like, oh, I'm watching it right now. They're definitely going to
you
in
can
the next
you
20
can kind
minutes.
of feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next topic, please. Cinematic universes. I mean, there's really like one or two big ones that we really have currently,
Are we
but
not going to talk about the Dark Universe?
what is the Dark Universe?
Oh, that's the one that they canceled. The Mummy reboot with
with Tom Cruise.
with Tom Cruise.
Right.
They were gonna make this whole Dark Universe with like Frankenstein and like they were gonna do all of like the old,
Oh, that sounds kinda
horror movies.
cute.
It sounded like a good idea, and then they released the Mummy,
And then it wasn't a good
they,
idea.
They finished, they weren't gonna do it. But
Good.
I am just so sick of like Hollywood just churning out like the same franchises over and over and over again. I don't need any more universes. Like I am done with Star Wars. I'm done with the X-Men. I just don't care anymore. So give me don't give me a universe. Give me a planet. Just give me something new. Like I don't need to see. Oh, Batman's daughter is Batman now. Yeah, pretty cool. It's like just the same story over and over again. It drives me nuts. I just can't do it anymore.
I just want there to be fewer. I'm okay with them existing. I think it's like a cool idea, like to have like connected universe. But just have so many come out each year, it's tiring. Like I can't get into Marvel because I never got into it like 6 years ago. I want to get into it now, watch all these movies. It's just too much. Like it's overwhelming.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, if you just come out of nowhere like years after they started, you have a lot of catching up to do. And
Yeah.
that just sounds daunting.
It's a lot. Like there's like what 30 movies now for Marvel
There's
or something.
definitely more.
There's more than that.
And then there's shows.
There's the shows too.
That's why I don't keep up with Marvel shows. It's like the ones that I watch, interesting, but usually they're out of like the
loop or whatever.
yeah, like they're not in
Yeah.
chronological order. You don't need to see most of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
All right, next topic. Award shows.
I love to hate award shows.
Exactly.
They're so, especially the Academy Awards is just, and lately, the last couple years, they are just, Hollywood is so out of touch.
They're clowning. Like,
With-
what are they doing?
With like the way America is and the way the world is going.
Yeah.
And they're so desperately trying to hang on to it. And then so to just watch them spin their wheels and heap praise on themselves
It's so
and try
fun.
to justify why what they do is so important. And then when there's like when they gave it to like they gave the award to La La Land instead of Moonlight, like all those like award show goofs. I love just seeing those elites like flounder and scramble.
Freak out.
And, yeah.
They need to change the setup of award shows to be more of that just out of pocket, you don't know what's going to happen. Because as soon as you do that, it's just way more interesting. When Ricky Gervais was doing, I don't know which award shows he was doing. I always
Golden
watch
Globes.
them.
Golden Globes,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would always watch those like on YouTube and just watch he's just doing a stand-up act, and those are the most interesting parts.
It's like too scripted now.
Yeah.
Like everything's like so like down to a science.
I
And then-
want to have the two people who are announcing the nominees not know who each other are and not know what they're going to say.
like
They need to be like walking up there and not know what they're saying.
picked a week before. Just
Exactly.
like, all right, here you go, have fun.
Yeah.
I see them as like fantasy football basically for me, because like I follow the Academy Awards. They're never correct. They're never correct. But it's like, who are they going to pick that like they would pick? I play it like that.
I
think
that.
it's fun like that. But
Guessing
like
who Hollywood would pick.
like who should have won, and who are they going to actually go for? It's like that.
But they're so well compensated for just like the easiest work in the world, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's long hours, but you have a buffet. Like,
Yeah.
And there's already, and the public loves them. And then you also need an award? It's not enough to be a celebrity. You also need to get an award.
Like,
That you're the best celebrity of all the
I
celebrities.
think the award is useless, but like as a viewer of it, it's kind of fun to just kind of be like, oh, who's gonna win? Who's not gonna win?
Oh yeah, there's this unpredictability.
Like there's that part, but also just like, I don't think it means anything to win an Oscar or like a Grammy or whatever. It's just like, oh, we, the community, have chosen you to be the winner this year, and it never really feels like they've actually won anything except like, yeah, you can just have it this year.
It's an interesting insight into kind of like the politics of that world and
Yeah.
what they think and just, yeah.
For sure.
But I think in general there needs to be less celebrating of the rich and powerful.
Oh, definitely.
There's some class solidarity.
Oh yeah, for
You know,
sure.
like what thing
we need to clown them more.
Yeah,
I think that's fine.
yeah.
All right, next topic. The beach.
Overrated.
Overrated.
I'm definitely in the minority. I know this. I do not like the beach. It is too coarse. There's so much sand everywhere. I don't like the air. I just don't like it. I don't know.
Do you like the air?
I don't like it's salty and like.
That's part of the appeal.
That's kind of appealing though.
don't
I mean,
know.
that versus like smog. Like I
You
think
can
salty.
put salt in water. Like that's when. I'm
That's
just saying.
it's right there. There's salt and water. Like that's what you want.
I understand I was gonna get hate for this one. That's fine.
Yeah, it's overrated.
It's overrated to me.
I'm not overrated. It's like a little like could get less hype, I think.
It's great. I don't. You guys are nuts. The beach is great. Everyone loves the beach. You can also. You don't have to go on the sand. You go to like. What do you think about like a restaurant that's like on the water?
I don't.
It does nothing
I don't
for
care.
you?
It does nothing for. I've recorded stuff, like I've filmed stuff at like beaches. It's never like a fun time for me. I'm just like I'm doing my job.
Because you're at work.
Exactly, but I have fun usually at work. But like when I'm like at the pier or whatever, like it's just there's a vibe. I don't think it's the right vibe for me.
It just doesn't match your like,
It doesn't.
sensibilities.
Yeah, I don't think it matches my sensibilities.
How about you like have like a defense for the beach? How about that?
It's an equalizing place. You know, you can just stare out at the water and think of the flow of time, and you're going to be gone someday, but the waves are just going to keep flowing. And you know, our ancestors were crawled out of the ocean at one point. You know, so it's this connection through time to this beautiful natural thing.
That's comforting, I guess. We put it that way, but
I love the ocean, just not the beach. I think
Like-
it's the middleman. Yeah.
okay.
It's just that little like mile, I think. But after that, I think it's all right. Yeah.
All right, cool. Is bowling a sport?
It's a sport until you put the wrist, Do you know what I'm talking
the
about?
glove thing?
There's a thing that you put. It's like what's it called? It's like this thing to like help you bowl more efficiently. I feel like once you're at that stage, it's not a sport. I don't know. I have no idea.
Is there an official definition difference between a game and a sport?
I don't know. I've considered a sport, and like people keep track of like on like a national scale. Like that's what I think of as like a sport, right?
They have a bowling championship.
Yeah, right. Like that's an annual thing.
Kingpin.
Yeah.
I think it's like a boat ship type thing where a game can be a sport, but a sport, like, I don't know, it essentially has to be a game almost.
Is horse racing a sport?
Yeah.
But the horses are doing most of the work.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
NASCAR
but
a sport?
You're still driving the horses.
Yeah, is
They're not
NASCAR a sport?
Yeah.
Self-driving.
Self-driving horses, you know, like, I definitely think poker is one of those things where it's on the Olympics, I think. I think there's a Olympic poker where you can kind of argue that same thing. Is that a sport?
Poker's definitely a game.
Yeah, poker's a
It's
game.
it's a mental sport, I'd like to say.
So it's a game.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
So
game,
that's like
yeah.
chess then, you know.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
as a game.
So yeah.
Bowling requires some physicality.
There's like a motion to it.
Yeah.
There's like a motion you have to know. To
and
do.
special equipment.
There's techniques.
And
I
there's-
will
yeah.
say
Yeah.
that, yeah, being able to curve the ball or like doing the reverse
All that fun
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
spin.
So would you say it's a sport then?
You know what? I think I've turned around. I think bowling's a sport.
Let's give it to him.
Well, okay, it's a sport. Cool. Next topic, please. Toilet paper over under. Okay, let me ask this. Is anyone actually under here?
Really?
No, like, is anyone here under? Because I feel like most people I've talked to are over for the most part.
I feel like I'm over. I feel like it makes sense to me. I don't know. I don't want to accidentally touch the wall. I don't know about, like, there's no reason to be afraid of that, but it's like,
Just like extra sensory experience.
I have
you don't
no
need
idea. Yeah, I just don't want to like bump into anything when I'm trying to get toilet paper.
It, for sure.
I will actually flip it from under to over.
You will.
Yeah, if I'm in there. Yeah, and I was like, they put this on wrong.
Whoa.
For the
okay.
next, as a courtesy to the next person.
That's very wrong of you, but I guess kind to other under
Is it wrong?
enjoyers.
I feel like, yeah.
Cool. Next topic. Our puns hitter jokes. Now I know you had some stuff to say about this, Isaiah.
Yes, puns are most definitely jokes. They're non-offensive, and I think puns definitely need someone to rep them.
I love puns,
Yeah.
but a joke is typically there's a setup and a punchline.
Yeah.
The pun is just the play on words. So a pun in and of itself is not necessarily a joke,
Yeah.
but they can be used to make jokes.
I feel like a pun is more like being able to tell puns is like a skill. To be like, bam, there's a pun real quick for you.
Yeah.
A joke is like there's a lot more work to it. There's nothing. There's still work to be. Puns is like a knowledge base. Like you need to know things to be able to just like snap one off. A joke, there's like thought put into it. You know, it's
I feel like you're saying the same thing.
maybe I
think
am.
you're saying
but
that puns are
I feel like
jokes.
there's a distinct difference between them. You know,
Yeah.
and I won't settle. All right, next topic. We're gonna do a speed run now. Some topics. In and out or Five Guys?
Never had
In and
Five
out.
Guys.
In and out.
In and out.
In and out.
Where,
yeah.
aren't you from SoCal?
I've never had Five Guys, so yeah, in and out.
Yeah.
We're all from SoCal, right?
Yeah.
In and out.
In and out.
Yeah.
Five Guys too pricey. It's
John
too pricey.
3:16.
On the bottom of
On the
the
bottom,
yeah.
is that the burger? Is that the burger?
It's
or
the
the cup?
bottom of the cup.
The cup, yeah.
It's weird. Just let me enjoy my burger. Jeez.
Okay, next topic. Cats or dogs?
I'm a cat person,
Cat.
I take it.
but
or
I'm a
leave
friend
it.
to all creatures. I'm a friend to all creatures.
Yeah, I like both of them. I take.
I
it or
like
leave it.
I like both, but cats are just objectively smarter, and I feel like the easier pet to have.
I think just because I want to be different, I'm gonna go dog.
Well,
Yeah.
you must be so proud of
I
yourself.
am not.
Next topic. Does the person in the middle seat get both armrests on a plane?
Yes. Aisle gets the what is it? The free, and they get the one.
Aisle
or-
can go like this. With
Yeah,
their
they
leg.
get the
That's
leg
true.
space, and they get like the freedom.
Window can go like
gets to
this.
sleep.
Yeah.
The least middle
gets
can get
the
is both
two
armrests.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see
Yeah.
that. I can see that. Okay, you know what? When you put it that way, yeah. 'Cause it just seems so greedy to be like, yeah, these are mine. But when you put it that way,
Yeah.
they're actually
your
more
legs
limited.
have
they,
to
they-
be like-
they don't have the freedom.
You're
Yeah.
boxed in. Like I feel like most of the time when you're middle seat, you kind of have to like
Yeah.
squeeze in a little bit just
So,
to
like,
feel, you know.
At least give them the armrest, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give
all
me
right.
the armrest. If I'm gonna squeeze to make myself smaller, at least give me the armrest.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next topic. Does shotgun have to stay awake during a road trip?
I don't think it should, but
It's courteous.
I'm okay.
I feel
with
like it's the right
yeah.
thing to do, but I've fallen asleep so many times at shotgun and I feel bad for it, but like,
If you ask me to, I will try.
Yeah.
But I don't think you have to morally. Yeah.
you don't think you have to morally? Like,
I don't think you have to morally.
like you don't feel bad if like it's like a
I
long drive
won't
and you
feel
just fall
bad,
asleep?
yeah. Unless they ask me to. Then I'll
Okay.
feel bad if I accidentally fall asleep.
Do you have any thoughts or just,
I can't sleep in a car.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I just don't.
So you're just always forced to.
Yeah, I'm always yeah.
Yeah.
I like riding. I like looking around, and even at night drives and stuff.
Yeah,
I have trouble sleeping in a car, so
for sure.
it's not really an issue for me.
And with that, I think we're going to call it a day. I want to thank our wonderful contestants for their input, their discussion,
Of course.
feeding into it. That was great. Thank you for tuning in on One or the Other on this episode of PADNET Presents. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Bye.
That concludes today's show. I had a lot of fun watching them debate, and I know it's a hot take, but yes, the beach is absolutely overrated. Sand gets everywhere, and it's really only fun when the weather and water conditions are perfect. If not, I'll pass. Anyway, if you're interested in participating in future episodes of PADNET Presents, we invite you to join us in the studio. Follow us on social media or join our weekly newsletter to receive announcements on upcoming production opportunities. Thanks for watching PADNET Presents, and remember to make your media.